we just were fortunate enough to meet today for the first time, but who came all the way with his wife from Texas for this important meeting. Many of you know him already, Jerry Conser.
Yeah. Hello, Jerry. Well, again, my name is Jerry Conser, and having been involved with the PRF for over 26 years, many of those years as its president, I'm both honored and proud to be here today to celebrate this reunion of the folks that have been involved with the symbiotic relationship that has always existed between the PRF, Dr. Rhine, and the Rhine Research Center, now headed by his daughter Sally and Larry. Thank you, Sally, for this wonderful experience. I'm sure your dad is looking down and smiling on all of us, but especially you. For you have demonstrated the tenacity and dedication to this work that was always your father's signature trademark. I would like to just mention briefly and give credit to the late J.G. Pratt, who was the first president of the PRF and who was instrumental in helping the PRF get started and worked with us right until the end. I just wanted to mention him. Dr. Rhine, in his introductory speech to the Parapsychological Association in 1975, opened with these words: "It's no longer a matter of believing or disbelieving, it's a matter of being aware of the facts or not being aware of the facts." And as those facts have continued to grow, we find ourselves here today to remember the work of the past by Dr. Rhine, the Rhine Research Center, and the PRF, and to look forward to the work still to be done in the future. This reunion is for those folks who have given their time and effort to producing these facts. As the former sidekick of Dr. Rhine, William Roll began with the PRF in 1961 as the first director of research, and to this day has been the only director of research the PRF has ever had. As a professor of parapsychology at the University of Georgia, beginning in 1986, when the PRF moved its library and facilities to their campus, he has continued to carry the torch and in the process become the world's leading authority on poltergeists and related phenomena. One could write a book about the many papers and books Dr. Roll has either written or contributed to. His work is tireless and continues well after his official retirement as a professor. Even today, we have been discussing our next project for the PRF, and I find the same enthusiasm for discovery in Bill that has always seemed to be his guiding compass. It is my honor to present to you Dr. William Roll, eminent scientist, legendary professor, and my dear friend for many years. I give you Dr. William Roll.
Very nice. I appreciate those words. Let's see now how to activate the video projector. I don't want to activate no video projector. My sincere thanks to Sally Feather. Who are you, Sally? I see. Okay. Modestly hidden behind. And the folks at the Rhine Research Center for bringing the PRF and the Rhine people together for this party. And many thanks to the many PRF workers being here today. Thank you. A psychical research fund. Okay, thank you, it's enough. It was created by Dr. Rhine in 1960 with financial backing by Mr. Charles E. Ozanne. This fund continued as a Psychical Research Foundation the following year with Dr. J.G. Pratt as president, appointed by Rhine. Professor H.H. Price, my teacher at Oxford, was made vice president and I became project director. Mr. Ozanne was convinced about survival after death, but recognized that the evidence was not strong. The PRF would hopefully fill in the gap. Dr. Ryan seemed doubtful that this could happen because the evidence from mediumship and similar efforts could be explained in terms of ESP without aid of the departed. But he was open-minded and organized a conference on the topic that included further Price, Dr. Pratt, Dr. Louisa Ryan, and myself. I had made my first poltergeist investigation in 1958, just 1 year after coming from Duke, well before the PRF, again through Dr. Ryan's initiative. The senior investigator was Dr. Pratt, and he and I came up with the term recurrent spontaneous psychokinesis to replace poltergeist, recurrent spontaneous psychokinesis, or RSPK, to replace poltergeist, because we thought the phenomena were due to PK, in this case by the 12-year-old son of the family. Other cases followed, as well as studies of hauntings. But in haunts, as in poltergeist, there is really no evidence that the minds of the departed are involved, or at least that were involved in the cases that we investigated. The apparitions, the strong sense of presence, the odd smells, the drops in temperature, seem to be due to anomalous magnetic fields that we measured at these sites. It seemed that the homes were not haunted by the spirits of departed occupants, but by physical energetic fields. Now these fields are not parapsychological, they're physical, but they can be dangerous to the health of occupants, human as well as their animal pets. So people need to pay serious attention to haunts. Many haunts are not harmful, but some definitely are. In 1964, Dr. Ryan retired from Duke and established a laboratory and library just outside the Duke East campus. At the same time, Pratt left for the University of Virginia. But he and I continued our RSP collaboration and also experimented with Pavel Stepanek, an ESP adept from Czechoslovakia. In the meantime, I moved the PRF to my home in Durham, and then about 1969, the PRF returned to Duke, now as a sponsored program at the Duke School of Electrical Engineering. This event was due to Alexander Vesic, the Dean of Electrical Engineering at Duke. And it was a result primarily of my close collaboration, our close collaboration with Bill Joynes and others at the department. Where's Bill? Oh, here's Bill. Does everybody know Bill? Will you stand up and shine? Well, he just shines down. Oh, he's very modest also. Everybody's very modest except me. Anyhow, this collaboration has continued to this day, and we're writing a joint paper for the PA.